tradition has it Simon preached in Egypt and Jude, as it is, in Mesopotamia, but that they eventually headed for Persia, where they were both martyred. Hence, they're being celebrated in the same liturgical feast. The word kana in Aramaic means zeal, and it is possible that the way that he is referred to as the Canaanite could come from that early root. Jude also is of strong Jewish stock. It would seem that the epistle in the New Testament with his name is ascribed to this person, and the style is very Semitic. Short, pithy sentences. There is confusion and interest among commentators with regard to the word Jude, now brother or son of James, because in Greek it's just Jude of James. Because in the Gospel of St. Luke we have here in the list Judas, the son of James, and then Judas Iscariot. With regard to the way in which in Christian devotion he is addressed, especially by those in really hopeless situations, it is ascribable probably to the fact that he has this name Jude, which resembles very closely that of the traitor, and therefore by instinct would not be easily invoked. There's too much in the air in the Judas name, and therefore, as it were, sidelined by the centuries, but one of the 12. And the very fact that he made it like a rocket unto glory, whereas the other one who has the name Judas apparently didn't, is a reminder unto us that we can go either way. Teresa of Avila saw the place prepared for her in hell, it would seem. Awful. She had to become a great saint, or she could become a great sinner. It could apply to us too. The Holy Spirit is the perfect gentleman and will never force or bully. Even a bishop like Judas Iscariot can go to the wrong place. But the proposition is one of love. Also, on the human level, lives can go either way. Many people, years after the event, say to themselves, oh, if only I had chosen such and such as my partner, or had said yes when the proposition came. Subsequent history shows that they had a bad ride in the partner that they chose, and they regret sometimes an early love. So too, we can make the wrong choice and push away the right invitation when it's there. Hence it is that we follow the Lord's example, who before making this choice went out into the hills to pray. And all night he continued in prayer to God. All night. That's the way life decisions are made. That's the way discernment is handed over. We need to receive a decision and not make it without reference to the higher power that wishes us good. With regard to our faith, we have in the Creed the important statement that we believe in one holy Catholic and Apostolic Church. And that means that it's not made by man. The apostles are sent, apostolic, and therefore the mandate is given not by man. It is important to remember that, for the church does not own itself with regard to what it does with itself. It hears the centuries. It remembers where it's come from. It doesn't behave today as though yesterday did not exist, for yesterday is long, 2,000 years long and more. And also, pre-Christian history is to be negotiated also with points of reference in mind, for the pedagogy is already there in the Old Testament. For instance, the whole preparation given to the sacred by the Holy Spirit in the Pentateuch, how we handle God, great care before we go into his presence, only certain people, actually only a certain sex, and the whole cleanliness and order that was there as a pedagogy to show us the way, and which was taken on board in many ways by Christians who did not come from the moon, but took on the hymn book, for instance, of the Hebrews, and many of its instincts too. We receive the faith once handed on to the apostles, and do not treat it as though it were our own thing, as though we were the first to grow up to maturity. The role of the disciple is to listen, and the whole church also must be in disciple mode. We want to know the Lord's will and not follow the highest decibel. Often what happens is that the people who have least interior life are the most noisy, because they have no interior life. And the points of reference that they have are very much the same thing on the outside of the interior. But God is in the interior, and in the interior to be perceived. And the values that we have are not negotiable in human terms. We handle the divinity, and when we handle the divinity, we do it with gratuity. After all, the angels were created for no reason but to adore the highest levels at least, and we have something of that in our divine cult, which is not a Protestant assembly. We receive a presence and a force because we are in the apostolic line, but the apostles still want to guide us in what we do. Perhaps are finding it very hard to get through the barrage of our human